Looks like a penny maybe. Oh no, that's a silver dime.
So there's a dude here in a hat. Oh my goodness, with a beard.
Yeah.
And then there's a woman on this side. These are old caricatures. We are back today on my family's farm, and not a working farm anymore, but we're back by the cottages that all my cousins own. They have separate little plots of land. We're going to tackle a couple of the fields today, or maybe one of the fields. We have a nice windmill right there, so this is called Windmill Field. Mike is right over here digging. And I just tried going up the side of the road here, and I checked this narrow opening in the stone wall, and I had a straight 18 in every direction. And it is officially an episode. So I just popped out this, which this is a super cool looking pocket knife. I don't know whether that's plastic and maybe it's something from the like 70s or whether it's older. But it's a really cool looking knife.
Persis has found a bunch of Wheaties here. I found a couple on that side by the cottages. The only other thing of interest I found was kind of like this like dentist mirror thingy. Kind of looks like. But I just had a find behind me, and I wanted to grab the water and grab the camera. This is one of those cases where I had like a 26 signal and popped it and flipped the plug, and right here I could see the rim of a silver coin. So let's see what it is. That's a Mercury. Nice shiny Merc. Not seeing a mid-mark. 1942 I'm thinking.
I had a surface 17, you know, well, right under the surface, so I didn't expect anything. And right underneath this guy, so just a couple inches down, I just pulled out this. And this looks like a really nice scutcheon thing. I'm impressed. I was not expecting that.
On a previous hunt, I found like I thought it was just aluminum strips, but to me they reminded me of like handles to silverware, and then I thought this was an aluminum strip. The more I look at it, I'm like, it looks like a butter knife. It's got some like design on the handle part, and then it becomes, you know, the curved knife. So I'm thinking maybe they had play silverware, you know, as well as like play coins and things like that.
I just had a straight 18 in every direction, and right in here about what, 3-4 inches down, just pulled out this. And it's an Indian. It's thin though, so maybe it's a later one. It's in really nice shape. Yeah, 1907. It's in beautiful shape. Look at that thing. Wow. There's that. All right, well, the back's gonna need some work, but it does say 1 cent. But yeah, definitely a nice front.
This was pretty much a solid 14, and it was underneath this root, so I started pushing it out, and I saw the silver. So that's gotta be a silver nickel. Yeah, there's a D above Monticello there. 44. So 44 Denver. 35% silver nickel.
I just had a 17-ish in every direction and dug it, and it's this. I got a little musket ball. It's very heavy. Definitely lead. But I can't imagine what else it would be. It's got to be a musket ball, right? So that's cool. Maybe there'll be some more of those up here.
I don't believe I've ever found one of these, and I know a bunch of people always do, but down here this was a solid 19, and this has got to be a hemweight, stitched into the bottom of a dress so it doesn't fly up. That is kind of cool. Hey, finally.
Well, we're up in what's called the Elephant Rock Field right now because that rock looks like an elephant. And I just had a really strong 1718 in every direction. And several inches down about here, about 5-6 inches down, I just pulled out this. It's a beautiful little flat button. So with shank, it's very nice. There we go. Now I can clean it. So there it is. There's the shank. It's in great shape.
This is pretty cool. That's kind of fancy. At least a steady 24, 25, and it's just digging down here, and I starting to come out. So I'm not sure what it might be. I think it's, you know, something indoors probably. But yeah, it looks like, you know, this looks like a cap right here. But yeah.
Down at the edge of the field, I just had a beautiful 2021, and it is this button right here, not very far down, right under the surface. It's definitely got some patterning on it. Haven't popped the back off yet, but there we go. So it's a curved button, I think. Yes. Yeah, it looks like it's just floral, but it's definitely, I don't know. There we go. It'll clean up nicely, I'm sure, when we get it home. So that's cool. That's a nice button. It's in fabulous shape.
Had another 14 signal, 13, 14, and popped it up, and it came out shiny again. This is another nickel that's going to be probably a war nickel. Yeah, it's got a nice look to it. 43 maybe. Oh, it's an S. San Francisco, baby. Nice.
We just got here, back to the house, and I just had a nice 24 in every direction right here, and I'm like, oh, it's a penny. I'll dig this penny right here, because we didn't really do right in front of the house. Right in this hole, I just found the signal and then pushed the dirt sideways with my shovel, and that guy just showed up. So yeah, I'm gonna start the day with a mercury dime. So it is a 1918 mercury dime. So that's cool. Good start. Mercury silver dime from 1918. First hole. 18. Yep. First hole.
Oh my God,
So that's very cool. It's a good start. Homeowner's excited. So yay. Just had a beautiful signal in the 20s, low 20s. And I just went in to look for it, and I found this. And this thing seems to be, I think, a keyhole cover. It's very heavy. And give it a little brushy brush here.
Yeah, it looks like something on it.
Oh, it definitely has something on it.
What the? Oh, it's a head.
Am I upside down? Oh, for heaven's sakes, it's definitely a head. Yes, it is. Look at that. It's amazing how when you turn something over, it looks better. There we go. So maybe it hung on something?
Yeah, it's beautiful, whatever
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very thick.
Double-sided.
I think, yeah.
Wow.
That thing's awesome.
That is quite amazing, actually.
So that's my signal. I knew there was something in this hole.
Is that a man? There's a man and a woman, I think.
Oh, dude, you're right. Maybe it's a Christmas ornament. Yeah, that's definitely a guy on this side and a woman on the other side. This thing is awesome. Oops.
Oh.
And it's in the hole. Now it's all covered in dirt. Yeah, so there's a dude here in a hat. Oh my goodness, with a beard.
Yeah.
And then there's a woman on this side. These are old caricatures, though, or old faces. This is really cool.
That is my favorite thing we found in a while.
But it definitely hangs on something.
For sure.
Maybe it's how you tell who's in the bathroom. You put up the lady or you put up the man. I just had a signal in this hole that was 14, 15, 17, 12, and it was deep, and I just pulled out a handful of dirt, and this thing was in it. This is an old car. Yeah, there was an axle there. There were some tires on it. There was an axle there. There were some tires on it. Nothing left anymore. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. It's an old car.
This was a high signal, anywhere between 21 and 28. And yeah, it was a good ways down there. I took a huge plug just so, because it was so erratic. And that's an ox knob. You just usually have a little window here. I assume to see how long the horn is getting in this thing. and then it would screw in. But yeah, signs of old life. Happy with that. This was a solid 22. A few inches down into this huge plug. And I pulled this out. I'm not really sure. I thought maybe like a watch piece, but it's definitely got some design on it. Oh, I think I know what that is. Okay, so this is probably a horse medallion, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's a horse-drawn carriage. Oh, that is so cool. I don't think you can see it here. Yep, there's a big wheel, and there's a horse right in front. So maybe there's a person on it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I can only guess it's probably a horse medallion. Yeah, between 23 and 26. So let's see what that is. All right. I'm not hearing anything. Should be right there. Oh, looks like a penny maybe. Oh, no, that's a silver dime. What the heck? I think it's a bobber. Yeah, 1 dime. Darn, no mint mark. There's bobber. Huh, I think it's $18.99, but I can't see it perfectly. Or it's 1900 even. Huh, well that's cool. Welcome to the wrap-up at a couple locations. My wife's family property, as well as a home we've been to a few times this year. Here's a big chunky iron and miscellaneous metals and doodads. Our first brush, horse brush, reins guide, a old ox knob, and several buckles. Some miscellaneous items, including some scutcheon, and this has a screw on top, so I can only assume it maybe went on top of a lamp. This is probably a pendant or a locket, as it's got part of a loop there to get a pocket knife, and also a play like butter knife. Persis found this little plastic dog. Maybe it was an old Lassie toy. A part of a door handle, most of a old car. This is like a dental mirror. A couple of lipstick tubes. This one says Rouge Incarnate. And this one says Lady Esther #3. Both of these are dated to the 1930s. Clad coins, quarters, dimes, nickels, and a bunch of pennies. Got this really neat horse medallion with it looks like a horse-drawn buggy. My very first hemweight or curtain weight. Couple of musket balls. Oh, I love this piece, which has like that woman's head on the front or back or one side, and the man's bust on the other side. Some buttons, including a 2-hole old flat button and this little one with a nice flower on it. For coins, we found 12 Wheaties, a 1907 Indian, a couple of war nickels, a couple of mercury dimes, and lastly a 1906 barber dime, which is very cool. Hope you enjoyed this video of a couple hunts, and stay tuned for more. Thank you for all your support. Really appreciate it. Everybody stay well.